What's going on, guys? We back at it again. We got Tim, Fog Made, Josh. Is the last down. I think there's a late show. Sorry, we started late. We're going to be talking about the NFL running backs. Who do you want for 2017? Good question. Good question. So just to let you guys know, the line is open. If you want to dial in right now, please dial in. That number is, give me a second, let me pull it up. That is 718-313-5155. If you want to dial right in, chat, say it with your chest. If you got something to say, we're talking about, next year's running back situation. Tim, Fog Made, Josh, you know what to do, baby. Let's go.
All right, real quick, we have Jamaal Charles, we have Ezekiel Elliott, Blount from the Patriots, we have Lacy, I believe. We got Latavius Murray from the Raiders. So we got some running backs who some are questionable with age. Some can start on different teams. I know when Adrian Peterson got released and Jamaal Charles is all linked to the Dallas Cowboys. And I know some of us fans are saying, but why are we going to go get Adrian Peterson or Jamaal Charles where we got Elliott? Okay, well, here's the thing. Okay. Just to refresh everybody's mind, okay, the NFL is not consistent with the rules. Some rules are for some rules are strict for others. According to Ezekiel Elliott, he's still being investigated, even though there was no charges. On one end, on the law enforcement part, he's clear. But the NFL, because others get by so much, no, we're gonna pick on Ezekiel Elliott. So there's no guarantee that he's gonna start off the season playing for the Cowboys at all. He can miss 2 or 3 games because you know Goodell. Goodell want to proceed. Here's the thing. See this phone right here? Okay, this is Roger Goodell's phone, and I'm gonna show everybody what he does. Okay. So when it came out to the playoffs, okay, and with Green Bay, we had a player who was charged. Right? No, first of all, let me reiterate. Randy Gregory suspended, came back. Here's what happened. The minute the Gregory appeal, the Cowboys figured, you know what? We're gonna talk about
free agent running backs, Tim, not Randy Gregory.
No, I'm giving my example. Hold on, I'm giving my example. We're gonna give an example. Extend this to after the playoff. Here's Goodell. No, it's the Cowboy. Hold on. Hello, Randy Gregory. Excuse me, secretary. Hello. This is what we're gonna do.
Hello?
He's a Dallas Cowboy. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have that meeting ASAP. We're gonna have that meeting ASAP. Okay.
Tim, that was not a phone. I think that was an air conditioning remote control.
So now, no, it's a phone. It's a Fisher Price NFL phone. So now when it comes to Addison for the Green Bay Packers, he gets charged with drugs. Here's Goodell. Hello? You know what? You can play. Don't worry about it. You can play. You can play next week. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of that another time. So what I'm trying to tell everybody is this: Adrian Peterson, who is the best running back in the NFL. Okay, you got Jamaal Charles. Even though Ezekiel Elliott is a young horse, you're still gonna need somebody to take some carries from him. And on top of that, he's still under investigation by Lord Goodell.
Tim, I'm glad you had fun over there because we know you all got your running back last year. You could just laugh it up over there, but me and Fogs, we're suffering over here, okay? We had to watch our abysmal backfield last season basically run into the invisible line of scrimmage line that we see by NFL on Fox and not even cross it. That's what we had to suffer through, Tim, while your boy is over there crop-topping his shirt, spooning cereal in his mouth at the rate of 45 miles per hour and hurdling defenders. Okay? So I'm going to talk about the possible prospects that me and Fox are looking at because our running back field is freaking awful. So for me personally, I'm just going to say right off of the bat, I don't like Jamaal Charles. I don't like his knees. I don't like his ligaments. Get out of here. Eddie Lacy. Oh, awesome. You had 5.1 yards carry average this year, but you still get fat off Chinese food, and you still can't be trusted. And your fatness is why you were injured this year. Get out of here. Latavius Murray, you had one of the best O-lines in football, and yet you're only having 500 or 780 rushing yards and like 4.0 a carry. Tim, I know you were well aware of Latavius Murray production, weren't you? Fantasy season, give Latavius the ball. You think it looks sexy because of the intangibles this guy has, 6'3", 225, but what the hell? It's like he lacks the vision necessary to even get more than 4 yards. It's pass. So what are we looking at here realistically?
Hey, just to jump real quick on Fog May, Trisha, she wants to know, you guys still celebrating Christmas? Right behind you, still have a refund.
I'm sorry, say it again?
No, are you guys still celebrating Christmas?
Yeah, with the
No, I'm see Trisha.
Because it's called coordination.
Okay.
It's called coordination, Trisha.
And speaking of shiny things that may be old,
boomerang, understand coordination.
Right. And speaking of shiny things hanging around that might be old in some people's eyes, I still see as valuable. So, Steven, I love your ornament. And you know what, people? I still love Adrian Peterson. Most of you are ready to write the guy off. Why? Because he just had an injury last year. Who doesn't have an injury? I had an injury last week going down the stairs taking my dog out. Freaking injuries happen. AP, come to New York in blue. We will give you a contract. It won't be crazy. We're going to make you earn it. Incentive, Lace. You got to show us what you got still. But listen, you and Paul Perkins back there, a little bit of a duo going on, a little bit of Shane Vereen passing action. AP, what's up, Playboy?
Now, in my opinion, I think, and I'm going to go with both of y'all, I think Jamaal Charles to the Philadelphia Eagles is awesome. And I'm going to tell you why. It's the same system in Kansas City. They're keeping Sproles. They're keeping Smallwood. Okay, you got Jamaal Charles. Again, these backs are not going to be the focal point of the offense, but they still can contribute in ways that it's better than what other guys can do. And I think for the Eagles would be great. And now Adrian Peterson to the Giants. Now here's my thing. It's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. But again, Adrian Peterson should be a complimentary back. He should be a backup.
He's not going to be a 20-25 carry back.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing now. Okay, when we saw Peterson with Ezekiel Elliott, okay, Ezekiel Elliott showed, he's the man, just a belief guy. Okay, at 32 years old. Okay, we say the injuries, all kind of stuff. Him going to the Giants, what's the biggest hole in the Giants? Offensive line. You guys got a left tackle there that every time I call a high, y'all want to strangle him because he can't stop holding. So that means if Evan Flowers is in Giants, you said it the best. It's only good if you guys get a left tackle, you banding the offensive line. Adrian Peterson will be fun, and especially with the attention that Odell Beckham Jr. is going to get, it will open it up. But you need that O-line fix. I think Jamaal Charles to the Eagles is great. I think even Latavius Murray.
And that's where I look at our free agency. I'd rather Latavius Murray than Jamaal Charles. He's going to give me something where he can actually split time with Sproles, with Smallwood, from a scat back aspect. That he's more versatile than Charles. Charles has to be the feature back. And we don't know if Charles can be a feature back anymore. Same way AP. So I would rather Latavius Murray in Philadelphia go out, maybe grab a Kendall Wright at wide receiver rather than Alshon Jeffrey and overspending. You get a guy that can be possession receiver in right, as long as he stays healthy. And you got Greenwood, not Greenwood. What's his name? Dorial Green Beckham on one side and Matthews on the other. Yeah. And then you've got Latavius Murray, Sproles, and Smallwood. The offensive line was good. So you fill in those positions, and then in the draft, attack defensive. Look, Tremaine Johnson got franchise tagged. I would have loved to see him as a corner in Philly. He's tagged. Fuck it. Go in the draft, attack your defensive needs in the draft, and solidify your offensive situation to what you've got. So if you surround those guys around with Wentz, with those type of quality players, we don't have to worry about defense. You could address it in the draft. Defense was decent.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you this.
That's real quick, Tim. Because it looked like you just dropped out of the feed, but we all see you.
Oh, no, I mean, I'm good. All
right, let's go.
Listen, I'll tell you one thing. I want to see if it'll be cool if Adrian Peterson went to Green Bay. Just as the rivalry thing.
To get into a reverse Brett Favre.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Especially for Cueto. I want to see Cueto. Man, he gets with that because that'll be awesome. I can see Latavius Murray go to the Giants. They're gonna need a running back. But
Raiders.
Just because you get the
Raiders
too.
Raiders, bro. They're letting Murray go. I would not be shocked to see either Murray, not Murray, but Charles or AP wind up in Oakland.
Well, no, here's the thing. If I'm Adrian Peterson and if I want to chase a ring, the best team to go to in order for chance for championship, number one is the Patriots. Why? You could do what Blount did over there.
Yep.
And again, it's the Patriots. Number two, I'm gonna say my Dallas Cowboys. Why? I have to do much with Ezekiel Elliott and the O-line.
Yeah, he can. No, he can sit on the bench. That's what you're saying. He can sit on the bench.
Wait a minute.
You already have Alfred Morris. Move on.
Hold on. No. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, let's make Adrian Peterson Marion Barber all of a sudden.
No,
cut it out.
Listen, here's the thing.
Jesus Christ.
Here's the thing. The man has missed almost 2 years of football. Okay, with injury. He's 32 years old. I can see maybe he's still
better. He's still better than 80% of the running backs in the league. So
okay, but
let that sit in.
But here's the thing about it. Any team he goes to, and this is the first time he's a free agent, this should be a fun time for him. You want to choose a spot where, okay, goal line, good surrounding, making sure I do something good. And here's the thing: if you want to go to your hometown team and your own Dallas Cowboys, your favorite team growing up, you're gonna win. You gotta accept the role. If you want to go to the Patriots, it's the same thing because you got Dion Lewis there, you got Dion Lewis, you got James White, and the Patriots are not a team that runs the ball 24/7. Even the New York Giants, they don't run the ball 24/7. They're passing offense. So you got to understand, wherever you go to, you're not the number one star no more. But you're there to contribute in the way they ask you to. So this is your first time in your career where you could be healthy, and be all right. Don't go there. I want to be the workhorse. Oh no, I'm chasing I want to make sure my yardage all time stays far. No, get it like that.
I'm sure he realizes that after 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, that's if he's chasing a ring. If he's chasing money, it's a different story, Tim.
Here's my thing. I'm gonna keep it real. Okay, we all talk about Tony Romo with the trades. He's 37 years old. Okay, here's the thing. I'm telling you guys right now, if any team, and please don't let it be my Dallas Cowboys, if any team signs that man for some $10 million crap, you are crazy. He is not worth $10 million.
But if a team signs him, but Tim, if a team signs him for that, guess what? It's not a team that's contending. Think about it. Who can fiscally sign AP for that money? We're talking about Tampa Bay. Now, granted, Tampa Bay is a good landing spot for him because we could you shake your head no, but we could talk about Atlanta and let's talk about teams that have lost the Super Bowl that have made it back to the playoffs. Oh shit. Yeah, not that many have done that. So realistically, Tampa Bay might be a fucking incredible long shot that could actually make the playoffs and win that division this year. He could go to New England. Again, New England's got everything set. They did it the same way with Corey Dillon. So, wow, if he's going to chase money, if he's going to chase a ring, there are teams that have financial capabilities to give him that opportunity. Tampa Bay and New England are two teams that have that financial capability. Not many teams have it. So I'm going to say Peterson's options are limited, and they're limited based on what he wants.
Yeah, it's exactly right. Looking at the situation, like you said, if AP wants the money, he's most likely going to go to a place where they're going to feed it to him, like Tampa or the Raiders. I really don't see the Patriots giving him that much, just due to the fact that they're probably not going to pay LeGarrette. So at the same time, they're probably not going to want to pay him, being at the stature he is in his career. And it really is going to come down to what he wants at the end of the day. If it is the money or if it's the ring, and he's going to choose accordingly. And like you said, those teams are separated, the money and then the ring teams. So it's situational, basically, where he's going to sign. Waiting for Tim to come back, but he's taking a little bit too long. I don't know if he got caught up in the money. What's going on here? I think he's getting a little googly-eyed by all the figures being tossed around.
He got knocked off of reality. All right, let's continue.
I just don't understand why Tim wants another running back like AP so bad. When
it makes no sense.
You already have Alfred Morris there, and you just released Darren McFadden the year prior. You have serviceable running backs to be a tandem. There's no reason to pay AP the money when you already have Morris there. No, Morris is more than capable of getting 1,000 yards on his own if he was leading the role.
Yep.
Exactly.
I think when you're looking at these running backs and you're looking at where they could go, the options are obviously Oakland, Philadelphia, the Giants. Teams that have an opportunity to make it. Green Bay, another team that can possibly propel themselves into a Super Bowl contention. So these running backs, top-tier running backs, are going to be looking at teams that give them an opportunity to close out their career because, let's face it, the top-tier running backs are available. Mm-hmm. They don't have much of a shelf life left.
It's the truth.
So they're going to be looking to go to a team that has an opportunity to win if they want to win. If they want the money, fuck it.
Well, here's the thing.
Jacksonville, Cleveland, whoever else is available, go ahead, go there.
Well, here's the thing. If you're gonna chase the money, then you're gonna go to a good. You gotta find yourself in a team that you're a missing piece. At 32 years old, Jamaal Charles, 30 years old, Jamaal Charles, and 32 Adrian Peterson, you do not want to be the main focal point. You don't want that. Jamaal Charles is from Texas. I wouldn't mind Jamaal Charles coming to Dallas behind Zeke. In the NFL today, you need a veteran back. How about look at D'Angelo Williams? Look at the service he has done for the Steelers when a certain star running back couldn't play the 4 games because he wasn't responsible. D'Angelo Williams, a veteran, kept the Steelers up. This is what I'm saying. But then when Bell came back, D'Angelo Williams knew his role. And these are the things that these guys will have to accept. They will have to accept. You guys are coming in with major injuries. It's not like Emmitt Smith when he was released by the Dallas Cowboys and he went to the Cardinals. The Cardinals they had a new stadium. They needed a market guy, a big name. He went there first. He had 1,000 yards, but he wasn't going to that team all broken up. He went to that team healthy. These guys are
coming but wait, Tim. He went to Arizona and he didn't produce worth of shit. Okay.
Oh, excuse me. He had 1,000 yards first year. He had 1,000 yards first year. First year he had 1,000 yards. Second year, Roy Williams knocked him out. I'm just keeping it real. His first year he had 1,000 yards. He was cut the second year. But the whole point is this: those guys are coming with major injuries. Listen, you got Jamaal Charles, the 2 ACLs. Okay, you got Peterson with the knee. Okay, you have what's his name? Eddie Lacy with the weight thing. Latavius Murray, like Josh said, is inconsistent. You know who's a running back that's pretty decent, but you may have to give a draft pick for? Crowell. Isaiah Crowell. He's decent, but the Browns got a tender on a second-round tender.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't think he's really going to go anywhere for a second rounder, to be honest with you. I think GMs are just going to be smart and say, well, we'll just try to find another running back. Not for a second rounder. We'll find our own that's younger. And, I'm kind of going back and forth in my own head with Jamaal Charles because at the same time, I'm kind of with you, Tim. The injuries scare me. It almost shows like a fragility to the player. And, those knee hits come, every so often in just one game. But at the same time, you think about it, it's like you look at players such as linebackers like Thomas Davis. That dude just went through 3 ACLs, and he's still playing at the top of his game in Carolina alongside Kuechly. And someone like Terrell Thomas had 3 ACLs.
Yeah,
still came back and was able to perform at a decent level at the cornerback position. So, a part of me still wants to kind of give these guys a chance because of their talent level. It's almost worth the risk. But at the same time, I agree with you. I'd rather go with if I am going to put risks out there, I'm going to go for the risk that I feel is more of a sure shot in getting me the production that I'm looking for. So that's why I'm taking AP over the people like Charles or Lacy, where I feel like I just can't trust them throughout the whole season. I can't trust them.
Latavius Murray, damn it.
Lacy cost me so many fantasy points a couple of years ago. I gave up on the brother, man.
A lot of people gave up on Lacy just for the fact of fantasy 2 years ago. Yeah, that alone, makes people just write off running backs and shit. That's the way it is.
And another thing too with the Raiders. Let's keep it real. They were passing the ball at the freaking goal line. At the goal line. They switched running backs like crazy. Latavius Murray never got a good chance to be the guy to carry the ball.
13 touchdowns.
And that speaks volumes, Tim. That means their coaching staff honestly thought they had a better chance of passing the ball when they were right there than giving it to Murray. That's sad. It's like, yo, Murray, we don't trust you. We're going to throw. Give it to Carr. Give it to Crabtree.
And yet he had 13 touchdowns, Tim. Think about it.
No, Fox. I'm with you. I like Latavius Murray. What I'm trying to say is if people think that he wasn't good for the Raiders, I'm talking about he only got the ball at the goal line. He never got a chance to drive that. They kept on giving it to either Washington or Richards. That's the thing about it. They only get him at the goal line. I remember I lost a fantasy football game because I'm like, yo, all I needed him to do is score. They went 4 downs passing the ball at the 5. Didn't their quarterback get hurt in the 4th quarter on a blowout because they didn't run the ball? Or I can't even say that. It could happen any play. But everybody was like, wait a minute. You're up by 3 or 4 touchdowns and you're still passing the ball. Is this something where we want you to get a personal accomplishment rather than a team accomplishment? Was it more for the MVP or was it more for, they only give you the MVP. You're up by 4 touchdowns still passing the ball? This is what I'm trying to say. The Raiders, I think Murray going somewhere else, he'd be fine. He'd go to the Eagles, he'd go to the Giants. Jacksonville needs a running back. Their running back situation is not great. The Jets need a running back. Green Bay needs a running back if they want to run the ball. It's up to Mr. Rodgers one. If Rodgers want to run the ball now, it's up to him.
Let's wrap it up quick, guys.
I pretty much said what I got to say. I'm taking AP out of all the available ones myself, just for a
Seattle
short year or two until we can find another person to draft alongside Perkins and build them up.
Seattle is Seattle Seahawks is another team that needs a running back. I don't trust the situation there. You got two backs that you sneeze at them, they're out. They need a horse. They need to replace the Marshawn Lynch they had. That's what they need. So
good luck.
Yeah, you know what? I'll keep it real. Actually, right now,
Good luck.
Lacy wouldn't be bad in Seattle. He wouldn't be bad in Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Adrian Peterson wouldn't be that bad in Seattle as well. He wouldn't be bad in Seattle.
Lacy doesn't strike me as the type of running back that's elusive enough to work around into a translucent O-line.
I said it a couple weeks ago on Fury, and I'll say it again. Alabama running backs are like USC quarterbacks. When they get to the NFL, man, they stink it up.
You know what? On that note, I think that's our show for today, guys. We catch you guys.
I'm sleepy, Sean.
Yeah, it's 10:15 right now, Eastern time. Well, you know what, guys? We're still doing it. We're still in. We got a lot more coming up for you guys. I know we have draft predictions after the combines. We have combines information as well. Yo, look out for this month. There's a lot going on. There's a football madness. Forget basketball. But we'll be right back again next time, same place, guys. We'll be right back with you.
Sean, I actually want to address one thing.
What's that?
On 2 Minute Warning, it's been in multiple chat groups that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
What Bill Polian said about Terrell Owens and Randy Moss. And I want everybody to understand wholeheartedly that what was said is not a racial issue.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
and I listen. I am the Colin Kaepernick kneel down to the anthem advocate. I'm going to say this: if you believe that what Bill Polian said in regards to Moss and Owens is racially motivated in any way, fall back.
Well, you know what? How about this? Next week, let's make that the subject. Because I would like to jump.
Nah, I'm not. Nah.
No?
You know what?
Make it a subject. How about this? Me and you, Fog, we can get more in depth in that next.
No. You know why we can't make it a subject?
Not a Fury. But me and you, Fog, we can make that a special. How about that?
I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
No.
I'm all for it.
Real quick. Do you know why? Hold on, real quick. You know why you can't make that a subject? Because for all you guys out there who want to bring race into everything, I have two very quick questions for you to answer this. If it's all about race, how the hell did Marvin Harrison go in his first try? How the hell
second try.
Second try. How the hell did Lawrence Taylor get inside? Maybe because the Hall of Fame doesn't acknowledge wide receivers the way they do quarterbacks and running backs. That's the thing about it. Every wide receiver had to almost wait, except for Jerry Rice. That's the thing.
Steve Largent.
Guys like Steve Largent. So he's white. Steve Largent is white, and he waited a long time ago. So it's not about race. The problem is this: some of you new jacks out there have not watched this sport. Go back in time. Go back to the time capsule and look at your roots. Understand what's going on. Stop being sensitive. Okay, Randy Moss and Terrell Owens
this is Fury. This is a Fury topic.
Yeah, you're going way off top right now. If you
I'm keeping it real. Y'all sensitive.
There's a lot more nuances to go on to it. We can talk for another hour on this subject. How about we save it for a special?
I'm all for it.
I mean,
Sean, I'm all for it.
Save that for a special.
We're gonna do a special.
Yeah. On that note, I hope you guys have a good evening. Fury in, Fury out. Cold cuts. Pew, 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 pew. We back with you guys next week.
Yo, Fogman, that was the dumbest thing I